Hey guys, I'm here with Chris and I'm here in the Lasfit Studios. This is their testing ground for all their lights and they're showing me the new single row LED light bars. So let me show you. So they actually come in 5 different sizes. They only have 4 here, but look at these things. These things are sick. For sure heavy duty. These are IP67 rating, so they'll be fine in water, dust, any sort of shock situation, you'll be fine. So this is the smallest one. This would be perfect to put like by your license plate or something. That would be pretty sick. But then they got this big old monster right here. And I like how sleek they are. They're very, very small, like width-wise. They're not all huge. In the back here, they have the rows for cooling. And of course, it has threaded sides so you can mount it on your Jeep or any vehicle you have. And it comes with the waterproof, dust-proof connector as well. And no, they're not paying me. I just showed up. I was actually down the street doing something for Chris. I was like, yo, let's hit up Lasfit and show up and see what they say. So we showed up, knocked on the door, and they let us in. So they're showing us this cool stuff. And I thought I should show you guys. I think I might pick one of these up for the Jeep, to be honest. I'm not a big fan of light bars just because they look all bulky and they just don't look good. But these, I actually like how sleek they are. So maybe in the future we'll put one on. And it'll be perfect because I got the gang switch panel. So that'll be awesome to connect. So this is what they look like on. And that's what it looks like far away. So the phone adjusts to it, but as you can see, it's like really bright. And I'm sure this thing goes super far. So eventually we'll get one, test it out, and then show you guys what it looks like on the Jeep. So yeah, I actually went up to Lasfit, literally knocked on their door, and they actually let us in, and they're like, do you want to see some of the stuff that we're testing? So he showed us around, showed us some of the light bars. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of light bars, but I think I might get one for the Jeep up here, like one of the thin ones. I really like that. They look sleek, they don't look all bulky. So maybe in the future we'll put one of those on. I'll pick one up and let you guys know if they're good or not, because I'd be curious to see, you know, off-road. Also, we will be releasing on Friday my new soap. So this is what it looks like. I have been working on it for a couple weeks now, so hopefully you guys love it. It actually washes really great, so that's not me selling it, it's good. So anyways, I wanted to show you guys like some of the stuff that I've done to my Jeep. I get a lot of questions, and in the description I actually have a parts list of some of the stuff that I have on the Jeep, but I'm gonna go over some things and let you know how they have lasted for me and if they're good or not. So let me show you. So starting off with the front, I have the Spider headlights. These are actually my favorite thing about the Jeep. It has the projector low beam and the reflector high beam, and it's honestly, the low beams are really good. I do have LED bulbs in both, and they do really well on road and off-road, and I don't get people flashing at me. It actually has a decent cutoff line for being, you know, aftermarket lights. They're good. And then going down underneath my steering, so I have the Falcon steering stabilizer. It's meant for a JK. Honestly, that thing is really good. I actually use it on the medium setting. It has firm, soft, and medium, and I use the medium setting because that's more than enough. If you have it on firm, it's just way too tight. So I really like that. I like how you can adjust it. So I would definitely recommend one of those if you can get one. Another thing I have is a TrailBuilt steering system here. I have the Heim joints, as you can see right there. And honestly, I wish I would have gone with the 1-tons, just because this thing, since it's Heim joint, it moves up and down and it makes like a banging noise when you go over things. So if you're looking to upgrade, spend a little bit extra money, go with the 1-tons. The 1-tons you can buy at any parts store. The Heims you usually can't. You have to order them online. So that's something they have to think about when buying the steering. But it's been great. It actually firmed up my steering along with the stabilizer. So I do recommend doing that upgrade for sure. In here, I have the sway bar links, the disconnects from Rusty's. I do not recommend these for a WJ. Maybe on an XJ, but not a WJ. And the reason being, first of all, they're not long enough. They are like almost maxed out, and this is 4.5-inch lift, so that I would not recommend. Second, where it mounts, it only uses one tab from the sway bar links. On the XJs, the tab is way thicker than on WJ, so it ends up bending. So that's something you gotta look out for. So I would not recommend those for WJ, but maybe for an XJ, it might be good. I have the Rough Country 3/4-inch spacer up here, and it's actually metal. I don't know what type of metal, but it's good, it's strong. I don't ever see that failing in the future. So if you want to get a little bit extra in the front, I think that's a good option to go with, the Rough Country. I do have Rusty's 4.5-inch lift springs, and I think that these are great. They give you a little bit more height, and they're not too firm or anything like that, so I think that's really good. I have here the Iron Rock coil retainers, and those, they are good, they're all right, but they do get loose, so you have to retighten them or do the mod where you drill through and put a bolt straight through. If you are barely about to install these, just drill it out. Instead of buying like dye to make the thread, just drill it out and put a bolt through it. I have the Fox shocks here, and these are great shocks. I get a lot of questions about these. I honestly like how they feel on and off road, But one thing you do got to look out for is if you want the full 4 set in the front, you have to have, I say, a minimum of 4.5 inches. At 4.5 inches of lift, it would still bottom out a little bit, but I would recommend them at 4.5 or bigger. I don't know if it'll be good enough for 6, but 4.5 with the spacer is perfect. Now on the rear, do like them as is. They don't bottom out with 4.5 inch lift. I think with 4 inch, you'll be good on the rear. Next up are the Falcon MTs and the Rock Trick wheels. These have been good to me. They've been wearing down good now that I got the alignment. They're actually wearing down nice. These have actually lasted me a really long time, in my opinion. I drive my Jeep every day and there's still a lot of thread on there, so I would recommend those. The Rock Tricks have been holding up really well. The bronze does get a little bit dirty, so if you're gonna go with bronze, just be aware of that. I think with black, you'll be fine. You know, you get a lot of brake dust on these, so just be aware. I mean, they still look good though. I love them. I really like the bronze wheels on my Jeep. I just think it gives it a different look. I could have gone black wheels, but I wanted something different. We also have the Iron Rock bolt-on long arms. These aren't welded on, and I like these because you don't have to weld. You don't have to know how to weld. You can just bolt these up straight up. Pretty easy to install too, and honestly they give you a way better ride than short arm, so I recommend going long arm if you can. So inside my Jeep I have the Ototo radio. I'm not going to turn it on because I'm recording with my phone and it'll just connect with Bluetooth and you won't be able to hear me. So I honestly do like this radio. It's been really well for me. Most of the time I just do Bluetooth. I don't do the Apple CarPlay. The Apple CarPlay you have to plug into the phone. It's not a wireless one. So I only connect it if I need to use the maps. Instead of looking at my phone, I like looking on the screen. But if I'm not going anywhere far, I just put music on through Bluetooth and it works really well. The seats that I have are Corbeau. A lot of people ask me about these. I honestly think that these are all right. They're pretty comfortable. I think the stock seats are more comfortable, but I have these on the stock rails, so all the buttons work. The only thing with red is it gets dirty really fast, so that's something to keep in mind. And obviously, shameless plug, NajarOffroad.com. It lights up your Jeep really well. I think this is a great upgrade to do if you still have the stock bulbs in. On the rear, I have some eBay sway bar links, so nothing special there. They work. I do have the Iron Rock A-arm, and that thing, honestly, it's a big difference. Easier to install than stock, and that actually fixed a lot of the swing issues that I had, like driving on the freeway. So I recommend that. And if you do go with it, upgrade the joints to the Iron Rock Flex joints. It just makes it easier to install, and you can replace them easily too. I have the Trail Forge adjustable control arms. Those have been great. No issues there. Just standard control arms. So here I have the Spider taillights as well to match the front. I honestly really like these. I feel like they upgraded the look of the Jeep. The white kind of looks a little cheesy, but honestly it lights up red, so while you're driving it's fine. And these are actually surprisingly really bright. I did not think they would be, and they are. Even the blinker is bright. The reverse lights actually lights up, so I honestly do like these. I feel like if you need to replace tail lights, upgrade to these, you'll be happy with them. Right here is just a standard camera from Amazon. It works. It's just a camera. And then these reverse lights I use like when we go shooting or something. I turn them on. We usually go like at night, so it helps light everything up. I think this is the one that I might upgrade to Lasfit and put like a single row bar across. I think that would be sick. It'll look way more sleek as well. Question for you guys. I had a couple people ask me about this mount. I'm actually thinking of starting to make some and start selling them on the website. Should I start making some? It'll obviously be better looking than this. It'll be made professionally by someone that worked at Points and Spiders, so it'll be quality. If you guys are interested, I don't know, just leave a comment down below. Anyways, guys, that'll be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed the little tour of Lasfit and all the things that I've done to my Jeep and letting you know if it's good or not. So anyways, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.